Superman yoinks this man outside and seismic tosses him through a construction yard where my boy started getting creative as his boy Batman done channeled the 2-4 and hit Superman with the classic garden rate gag. That boy flying back. But it wasn't done yet as Batman made like a country white girl and came in like a wrecking ball, literally as he backslapped Superman with one. So we start this movie off in the future where Batman has been retired for a decade, and it's not the cool Batman Beyond future, I'll tell you what. It's the dark, grim future where everyone's either dead, retired, or missing an arm. Poverty and crime is up, and Batman can't do nothing about it. And the most wildest part is that Batman's villains are actually doing better that he's not around. I mean mentally. Joker is a sane man now that hasn't killed somebody in a decade. Shoot, even Two-Face is back to being Harvey Dent with some plastic surgery, which I'm just saying, why was that not an option sooner? I'm sure Bruce Wayne could have franchised that, but all the good and bad start getting Brucey boy that itch. Boy gotta put that suit back on like a crack addict. You know it was over when he started getting the flashbacks, and the next thing we knew, my boy put on that cowl once again, going right back to his bat activities. And boy was enjoying himself. He was beating up criminals for whatever reason they gave him. He adopted a new Robin, this one being a chick, and even gets into a Girls Gone Wild mud wrestling fight with a mutant pigman that possibly might be related to Bebop. And side note, you might be noticing the same thing as me right now as my boy is rocking the PS1 game Cavalier nipples. Cause I don't know what Frank Miller, the creator of these Dark Knight movies, thing is with nipples, but we got plenty. We got the spiky nipples, the bat nipples, and we even got fascist nipples. And you welcome for the material. You enjoy your No Nut November, my friend. But Batman's return does not go unnoticed and is garnering too much attention. So his old friend Superman pulls up posing on him. Boy look like he about to drop the hottest pick of the summer. He hits it with a, "Hey Brucey, I see you're back to your back activities. That's cool and all, but I'ma need you to stop." And this is when we learn that Batman and the other heroes were forced to retire by Superman and the US government.
What's your position on the Batman controversy? It was our understanding that the government had reached an arrangement with him and his colleagues years ago to cease their activities. Doesn't his return defy that arrangement?
Superman had Wonder Woman going back to chill with the lesbians and took Green Arrow's arm from him. And boy, somehow this movie was still able to give Hal Jordan the biggest L because they told this man to stay in space. My boy is from Coast City. He is an American and they told this man to just never come back to Earth. I'm sorry, Hal Jordan. I don't know why they keep doing this to you, man. So Superman tells Batman bluntly, if you do not want to end up with that blue tag hanging from your window, you need to stop now before somebody make me stop you, my boy. And Batman is cold as ice because this boy's only response was, let the best man win. But before we get to one of the best Batman v Superman fights, I gotta give you the build up towards it. As a Joker who is a sane man for 10 years now, just hearing the utter of the word, the Batman, and seeing that he is back has had a full on relapse. And boy, the joy in this man's face. Homie had that Hisoka boner, full euphoria, no drizzy. And boy wasted no time to get back to hood rat stuff with his friends. Homie PR team is crazy as well as they got him booked on a Tonight Show the next night. And if this scene feel a little too familiar to you, it should. It's called foreshadowing, which I gotta say, how bad do the ratings gotta be when you gotta give one of the biggest mass murderers ever a spot on your show? Homie came in there looking calm and collected. Boy said he was gonna kill everybody in the building and they just laughed it off. Boy, I would have hit that exit so fast. And boy, you know it was GG's when Joker's doctor starts talking ish about Batman like, yo, he a psychopath, he a narcissist. The Joker took this slander about his true love so hard that he done broke a cup and slit his boy throat with it. And then he done gassed the whole room like he was, ooh, I don't think I could say that one, ooh. So after his comeback performance, the Joker has one more thing to handle by going to the brothel and seeing Catwoman. Well, my boy lays one on her using the old Poison Ivy mind control lipstick, which if you can make lipstick control somebody, I feel like you could just make a Ray and not be so creepy. So this gets Batman's attention. He heads over to Catwoman where she is beaten up, tied up, and probably traumatized, and probably does the one thing you probably shouldn't do in this situation and starts tonguing her down. But with this, Batman is able to do stop my boys at the Carnival and they get readied up for the final showdown. And man, Joker was so ecstatic to see his man return. He done sent the kamikaze kids to blow themselves up on him. So Batman touches down and Joker wastes no time and starts pulling the blicky out and blasting on the boy. And Joker thought he was about to play the same old games and looks for a human shield, but this is not the Batman from 10 years ago. My man was sick and tired of this clown's games and shows him what the Batarangs can really do. As he throws him things like shuriken and takes my boy eye out. Have my boy over here doing the Fetty Wap. Done turn this clown into a pirate. Joker realizing this thing is for keeps this time, my boy runs into the House of Mirrors, killing everybody in his way. And boy, I felt bad for this little kid in glasses as Joker comes in and pistol whips his father. And before the kid could even comprehend what was going on, my boy Joker hit his mom with the Chris Breezy and takes the kid as a hostage. But you know Batman was waiting for a moment like this his whole life because homie was having fun in that House of Mirrors. It hits us with a classic, which one is really me? And man, it don't matter, as soon as Joker hit the wrong one, Batman then came out the wall like the Kool-Aid man and start bashing this boy face in. So the Joker had to hit the mag dump on the boy and finally got him hit. So with that, my boy was able to slip away once again real quick and heads to the most ironically named place for their relationship and what everybody calls your mom, the love tunnel. And Joker was blasting on every couple in sight, so Batman had to hit him with the Crocodile Dundee and show him what these hands really be. But Batman must have not known that my boy took the Creed and pulls out a hidden blade and starts stabbing the voodoo out of Batman. And Batman, looking at this sadistic clown's face, knowing that he has killed hundreds and thousands of people, says, F it, Jason Todd was right, and snapped this man's neck. You heard me right. Batman then finally broke his no-kill rule and killed the Joker with his bare hands. But Batman knew that the jig was up and the Joker done got the last laugh yet again. As him killing the Joker gives the US government the ammunition they need to sick the Superman on him, who was winning World War III while all this was going on. But the Soviets were some sore losers and they done shot a nuke over, so Superman had to take care of that. And when it blew up on him, I'm telling you, I don't know what the Soviets put in that thing, but when that thing exploded, it done shot out a thunderstorm and purple clouds. I thought I mistakenly clicked over to a Future music video, and boy, whatever concoction was in there had Superman looking like he was Skeletor. Boy, get Captain Atom from my last video, cause Superman got hit with that nuclear throat for real. And man, I thought it was GG's for the boy until he pulled out a move I didn't even know he knew. If you ever seen The Witcher, he done use the same move that Yennefer does and absorbs all the energy from the plants around him. Oh no, this man different. And boy wasn't even fully recovered and the United States gave him the green light on Batman and he did not hesitate and pulled up and said, where you want this ass beating, my boy? And Batman's like, I bet you won't fight me where my parents died though. So we had Crime Alley as the venue for this main event. And boy, this was Superman's biggest mistake of his career because he done gave Batman the one thing you should never give Batman: prep time. And this would give nerds for years to come that ammunition to put Batman against God himself. I'm talking my boy copped him some kryptonite. He recruited Green Arrow. My boy even made him a Hulkbuster suit just for Superman. He even copped him a tank. My boy, if you don't think my man has too much time on his hands, he done set a missile launcher in every window in the vicinity and shot my boy down as soon as he came into this no-flight zone. Boy was grinning ear to ear. He knew he was being devious. Boy said, my superpower is being on the Forbes list. I can go bang with Superman. And before Superman could even collect himself, he got hit with a tank point blank. But boy, one SWAT had that tank flying back. And Batman's like, I think I smell me some super in the vicinity. Let's do this. And these boys had one of the most iconic face-offs ever, looking like they was ready for the main event for real. Boys had that Mexican standoff. But my boy Batman got that quick draw and he must have watched him some Invincible and saw how that supersonic hearing can be a weakness as well. Had my boy leaking and he ain't even put his hands on him yet. And pushed Batman down like he was about to steal my boy's lunch money. But I know that Batman done took this last one from his arch enemy Joker. And boy was talking mad-ish like, yo, you just a US dog now. You going band for band with the Forbes list most. As he does the shocking buzzer to him just with the equivalent of a city going through my boy. So Superman had to give him the social distant push. Boy said, you need to stand 10 yards from me, my dog. So Batman still back up and started slugging my mans with every move he got. And for some reason, these two superheroes seem to not let anyone know in advance to not be in the vicinity. So they just started busting into people's houses while they was still there. And boy, I would hate to be these people, because you know they try to call Jake from State Farm, and superhero vandalism was not under the coverage. So Superman yoinks this man outside, and Seismic tosses him through a construction yard, where my boy started getting creative, as his boy Batman done channeled the 2-force and hit Superman with the classic garden rake gag. That boy flying back. But it wasn't done yet, as Batman made like a country white girl and came in like a wrecking ball, literally, as he backslapped Superman with one. But boy, you could tell Superman was done with the shenanigans, as he done mushed this man so hard, he done had this boy flying back with a handprint in the middle of his chest. And boy, the way that Batman was just lying down there in pain, it looked like he needed life alert. Homie said, "I have fallen and I cannot get up." Then he comes in and stomps my man in the nuts, maximizing his disrespectful hood potential. My boy is not the hero anymore. Then throws my boy down the street, and the way he walks up to Batman, it was so menacing and saucy at the same time. Boy looked like he was ready to be in a fashion show. So my boy Batman, just being desperate to hold out just a little longer, done hit him with a sand attack, and it was super effective, lowering my boy's accuracy. And then my boy Batman straps a bomb to this man, but forgot that he is the Man of Steel typing and that he has no effect on him. But when everything was looking dark and grim for our boy Batsy, it was all part of the plan, because Green Arrow had appeared when the world needed him most and shot a kryptonite arrow straight to Superman. And if you've been keeping up with any of my other videos covering Superman, you know Superman plus kryptonite projectile never works out. But this is the first time he actually catches one, and it still hit him. My boy can't get a break. But that kryptonite gas was hitting my boy too hard, had him coughing up, being weak, had him pretty much being a human at this point. And this was Batman's one golden opportunity to go full Randy Savage and talk smack to the man.
"Clark, I'm the cream of the crop, understand that. Your yee-ass haircut don't got a thing on this top chopper. I'm top 10 on Forbes. I'm ground to go band with any man, even Superman. Because I'm rich and I got too much time on my hands." You said that S on your chest stands for hope, huh? Yeah, hope I don't come back to whoop your ass for round 2. Yeah, I bet that's what it means, huh?
And then my boy gets sent to the gulag. My boy cold after talking so much shit, and then just dies to not even let this man rebuttal. But even though it may appear to the world that Bruce Wayne and Batman are gone, Batman had one last trick up his sleeve yet again.